Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the 4% Entrepreneur Show. Glad to be here with you. We're going to have an interesting topic that we're going to tackle today. All right, let me make sure that we're live. Everything is streaming. We're good. You guys can hear me. We should be live. Hello. Anderson, how are you? Donna Lavette, great to see you. Charity, great to see you. Delton, George, Marlon. Okay, so can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Everything okay? Right? Are we streaming good? It is showtime, Kieran. That's fine. That's right. All right, you guys. So here's what I'm going to talk about today. Okay, if you're brand new here to the 4% Entrepreneur Show, welcome. It's great to have you here. The reason that we're getting together twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday, is to talk about ideas, strategies, thinking, methods. You know, what does it take for you to elevate your game to the next level? That's really the goal here, the outcome of this show. So we're talking about things that are proven, right? We're not talking about theory stuff here. I will never teach you theory. I will never talk to you about theory. But I will talk to you about things that I have experienced, lived, learned from, and so some things that hopefully that you can model some of these ideas and strategies and these marketing methods and tactics and whatnot, right, and apply it to your business, take your game to the next level, become that 4%er, or get as close to that as possible, all right, in your business. Hey man, hear you great. Okay, Cameron, great. All right, see you guys comments here. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, right, if you go to 4%.com, click on air. This is where we're hanging out with comments. This is where I can see your comments and all that stuff. Let me show you guys something here. Can we share the screen real quick? Okay, so what we have done is when you guys go, if you have an account with 4%, which by the way, if you're on the 4%, you can just go and see I'm logged in here, right? So I see a dashboard here. But if you don't yet have an account with 4%, feel free to create yourself an account. You just click on sign up. You can create yourself a free account. When you log in, all right, you'll be able to go here and under shows and events, all right, you'll be able to see we just added this today. It's gonna get beefed up really in a massive way here. But you will see 4% Entrepreneur, and here you'll be able to access all the shows that we have had. These are not these are not your 20-minute kind of a deals to where we're just wasting your time. My goal here is to really take a topic here, as you can see, how to turn your annual income into monthly income, get traffic like a boss, 3 reasons why you're failing. By the way, if you guys have not watched this one here, 3 reasons why you're failing, definitely check it out. We just added these today. There's a bunch of them here. Okay, so what we do is we take a topic and we just tackle it, right? Each one of those, episodes, if you guys have been following, is like at least an hour, right? Some of them are like an hour 15, an hour 30, So I promise you. See, here's the thing: one idea can make you a millionaire. One idea, when acted upon, right? My intention is to give you a $1 million education, $1 million nugget with every one of these shows. Okay, and so sometimes you have to dig for it. Sometimes you have to read between the lines of what I'm trying to. Sometimes it's not as glaring, you know what I mean? Like it's not staring you in the face, and sometimes it's not as obvious. But just like that book, Think and Grow Rich. How many of you guys read that book, right? Think and Grow Rich. Everybody's talking about it. Napoleon Hill says, hey, there is a secret buried into that book, buried into those, into those lessons that once you find it, and those who find it and utilize it in their lives can get anything they want, right? But you got to look for it. So, make sure that you are fishing for those $1 million nuggets here, because I promise you there is a $1 million idea embedded and hidden in every one of these episodes that we do on the 4% Entrepreneur Show. Okay, so let me go back here. We don't have to share this anymore, okay? Hello, Vic and 4%ers, all great show. Okay, James, great to see you. Okay, good. So you seem really low. Can we up the volume a little bit? The volume seems to be is up. Is the volume low? Phyllis? Okay, let me know. Make sure that we're on. Okay, so guys, I want to talk to you about the most important number in marketing. Okay, all of you guys are marketers here. We're all marketers. Here is what I see. Okay, when it comes to traffic generation, okay, it seems that in our industry, if you're selling anything, okay, let me know by the way if the sound is better. If you're selling anything, okay, we're teaching traffic generation. And there is millions of different ways for you to get traffic online, right? Offline, you name it. So most people think that, well, I just need to get traffic to my landing page and magic will happen. Boom, I'm gonna be rich, and if I can just get more traffic, then this will result in more money and whatever it is that they're promoting, right? So it doesn't really matter what you're promoting. Now, I want to talk to you guys about the thing that most entrepreneurs are not paying attention to, especially in affiliate marketing. You know, those guys that run their own businesses, like, you know, their own info products, membership sites, their own e-commerce stores. They're a little bit, they're not as bad, right? Even though, you know, maybe like 90% of the people that are running their own stuff, they don't pay attention. But if in affiliate marketing, I guarantee you, like 99% of people in affiliate marketing are not. They're saying volume is low. Can hold on a sec? Hang on. Especially in affiliate marketing. Okay. All right. So if you guys' volume is low, you probably need to turn up your speakers because I can hear myself just fine. Okay. So look, 99% of affiliate marketers are getting this completely wrong, and they're going backwards. Okay. Let me give you this scenario. Okay. So let's say that I'm promoting a product, and then you can massage it to whatever it is that you're doing in business. Okay. All right. So let's say that I have a product that I'm selling for. Right, I'm earning commissions. Actually, I'll actually walk you through a case study of mine. I pulled up one of the examples here, but I'm going to run you through an actual case scenario. Okay, I'm going to run you through actual numbers here, and then you guys can massage it. I pulled up 3 different traffic sources, actually 4. Okay, and I'll run an actual case study here. Okay, so a product where you're generating $198 per sale. Okay, this is sale amount. Okay, when you sell a product, that's how much you earn. So this can be your affiliate. You know, if you're earning whatever it is that you're earning for affiliate stuff, in your situation, you can do the math on that, right? I had a budget of $1,000. Okay, $1,000. I said, you know what? I'm gonna do a test. Right? I'm gonna do a test. Somebody says volume is okay. Okay, good. Thank you, Cameron. So I ran this. So if you got a product, $198 you're earning, and you got $1,000 to put into traffic, okay? What kind of traffic would you go to? Give me, let's have a two-way street here, right? Give me some traffic ideas. Where would you invest this $1,000 if you had an opportunity to invest that money in marketing, right? So we got different traffic sources, okay? Let me know, you guys, in 4% here on 4%.com. Let's kind of interact here, okay? So give me some traffic ideas, like where would you get traffic from? Where would you go to advertise, okay, that product, promote that product? Where would you get traffic, okay? Talk to me real quick here, okay? Somebody says Payperclick, all right? Payperclick, what else? Okay, I know there's like a 20, 30-second delay here, but I really want to get your guys' feedback on this. I'm actually going to run you through a scenario, okay? Facebook. Okay, where would you solo ad? Somebody says solo ad roll. Okay. All right, SEO traffic. Well, if it's SEO traffic, you really don't need SEO traffic. It's free. You just you pay with your time. Influencer. Somebody says Facebook and Payperclick. Abdurazak is pretty active here. Okay, what about everybody else? Like, where would you spend? See, if you have $1,000, you got a product that you're promoting, you got $1,000 to invest on traffic, right? Could be $100, could be $500, doesn't matter. Okay, how do you start? See, this is the problem number one where most people get stuck, is they don't know how to deploy their traffic. They don't know. Okay, so understanding that is the first thing. Okay, the traffic source, list masters, influencers. Okay, Donna Lovett says, right? So what most people are doing is most people are like, all right, dude, I got $1,000. It's burning a hole in my pocket. I need to make some quick money, and so they're just blasting that money on anything without really any knowledge or any perception of what to do and how to track it and all that stuff, right? So I want to talk to you guys about some solo ads, some Facebook. Okay, so check it out. All right, there is. So we've got over here. Let's kind of do like a little diagram here together. Okay, so we've got like traffic. okay? We're gonna have a traffic column here. Let's list those traffic sources. I'm actually gonna list some of the most common ones, okay? So first one is somebody says solo ad, so I'm gonna be some kind of a click reseller, right? Click reseller. Okay, so click resellers could be like a traffic, agency that you go to and you say, hey man, I want to get myself 500 clicks. Here is, $1,000. Well, some of them charge you like $1 per click. Some of them are like 80 cents. Some of them are $1.20. You get the point, right? So click resellers. I actually tested that. Okay, that was one in my case study. Okay, the next one was Facebook. Okay. The next one was Google, Payperclick, okay, and I'm going to tell you the last one a little bit later, okay. So I'm going to get straight into this, and you guys will understand where I'm coming from, okay. There's a few things that we really need to understand, okay. Amateurs, what they're looking at is they're looking at this thing called how much it's going to cost me, okay, cost per click. Okay, cost per click. Everybody knows that. So the second column, the first number that we need to really pay attention to is going to be cost per click. Okay, and rightfully so, because if you got $1,000, you're like, dude, how much traffic can I get for that $1,000? And I get, you guys, I kid you not, I get so many people asking me, right, emailing us and Facebook and on webinars, in comments. Okay, somebody says LinkedIn, solo ad, YouTube. Okay, so a whole bunch of. By the way, if you need, like, if you don't own internet traffic mastery, you need to follow this blueprint. Okay, that's what I teach in internet traffic mastery. Okay, and I'm gonna, we're gonna do this is gonna be a different topic for different day. I'm actually gonna do a live masterclass just like this, just on traffic source. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys top 10 specific traffic go-to sources with strategies that you can start deploying in your business and run with it. So we're gonna schedule that out probably in the next week or so. We'll see. Okay. So check it out. So many people come to me and they're like, dude, where can I get cheapest traffic possible? Okay. Have you heard that? Okay. How many people are saying, how can I get the cheapest traffic? How can I get the most amount of traffic for my buck? Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about? Get the most amount of traffic for my dollar. So I'll run you through my case scenario. Okay, so if I go to a click reseller, okay, which by the way, if you guys go to click resellers, you got to be very careful. There's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of sharks out there, but there's a lot of click resellers that just sell you garbage. What's their goal? Is to sell you a click. That's it. Okay, if you go to a click reseller, make sure that you control the ad. If you cannot control the ad, if they say, well, we know our sources, we have our magic dust or whatever, right? We know what our people respond to the best, do not run it unless you can control the ad, because you want your ad to match with your landing page and your offer, okay? What a lot of these guys are doing out there is they'll just sell you clicks. You don't know what that prospect's seen before they got to your landing page, before they opted in, what they opted in for. You don't know any of that information, right? So here is what you might see, and these are the actual data numbers that I just pulled from one of the previous campaigns. Okay, I went to a click reseller, and we can talk about how that whole world, because there's a whole world in each one of these categories. Like click resellers, there's a whole other world that you need to understand when you deal with these guys, when you deal with Facebook, when you deal with Google. We're going to talk about that all on just kind of stay plugged into my announcements here. Best thing is if you have an account with 4%, then you'll hear about these master classes when I hold them. Okay, so when I ran it, okay, it cost me 50 cents. Okay, 50 cents per click. So cost per click is your first metric that you need to be tracking. Okay, cost per click. Most converting versus cheap. Okay, I'll show you something. It's going to blow your mind. Okay. Now, when I ran a Facebook ad, same offer, okay, same funnel, that Facebook ad cost me about $1 a click, okay? At the end of the day, we'll talk about details a little bit later. Google was actually $2 a click, okay? Now, where most people are looking, or where most people are stopping, where most affiliate marketers, especially affiliate marketers, right? I'm going to talk to affiliate marketers here. Okay, where most people stop is this column right here. They're like, all right, how do I get the most traffic? If you look at just this data right here, okay, in my situation here, I've got $1,000. So for $1,000 at 50 cents, I've got 2,000 visitors. Man, is that a bad deal? That's not a bad deal. That's a good deal, right? So most people would be like, dude, I've got 2,000 visitors for my $1,000. Okay, 2,000 clicks. Okay, great. With Facebook paying $1 a click, how many visitors do I get here? Okay, how many visitors do I get here? Right, I've got like 1,000 visitors here, and then here I'm getting like 500 visitors for my, for my $1,000. Okay, 35 cents on Google. Right. I mean, you can go. I'm talking about Google search engine here, right? So it depends on campaign, depends on what it is that you're doing. I'm talking about the data right now. Okay. These are actuals right here, by the way. Okay. Now the second thing, what I really need to track is where my traffic is going, because traffic is nothing. Okay. What's traffic? Traffic is means to an end, right? I need to get traffic because of something that I want to get at the end, right? Which is what? Which is a conversion, which is a sale. Now here's the second metric that I need to track. Okay, the second thing is, as I'm getting this traffic, where do I get that traffic to? Okay, and which is my cost per what? Cost per lead. Okay, so this is a metric that I track very, very carefully, because traffic doesn't mean anything unless people are converting, right? Unless people are converting. And if you look at this map that I'm preaching about, right, and teaching you in Internet Traffic Mastery, unless you got your traffic here, they're going to your opt-in page, and then they're converting to a list. Okay, so cost per lead, how much does it take, or how much is every lead cost? Okay, how much do I pay to acquire a lead? It's very, very, very important. Okay, this is actually more important than the first one. Okay, I'll give you my actual numbers, and we can talk details if you want. So with click resellers, my cost per lead was $5. Okay, we'll pull up this other stuff here. Okay, with Facebook, my cost per lead here was, I think it was, what was it? Facebook, $10, and I'll show you how I track it as well. Okay, with Google, all right, it was actually $8. Okay. Now, when we drill deeper and we look at this second metric, right, which is our cost per lead, now tell me which becomes more relevant, which becomes more important, cost per click or cost per lead? See, what happens is traffic is moving this direction, right? You got traffic, they're moving, and it's moving this direction. So you got your landing page here, and then you got your sales, right? And then you got your back end. All right, your back end. So that's kind of like the flow, right? So it goes from here to here. Now, where most people stop is they're like, okay, so you guys don't, if you're watching me here, okay, do not, okay, that's right, work with ASLEC, okay? Cost per lead is more important than cost per click, okay? So when I look at this data here, okay, I'm still what? I'm still winning here, because my cost per lead is $5 versus 10 and $8, right? Which is like, I'm like, cool, man, I'm getting good leads here, okay? I've got like 2,000 visitors, all right, for that amount, 2,000 visitors. So about what, 20% of them or so opted in, right? That gives me approximate cost per lead is like $5. Not bad compared to everything else. And again, you want to track with every single campaign, you want to track this data, okay? When I look at Facebook, Facebook is like, dude, this is $10 per lead, okay? And then Google comes in second. So now Facebook is losing to Google, right, on this column right here, okay? So Facebook is more costly than Google to acquire a lead for me to build my list. Now, if you guys, if you follow what I teach you, and if you tune into these 4% entrepreneur shows, if you have any of the advanced trainings with you, I teach you to never, ever, ever, regardless what you do, okay? You want to maximize this column, you want to maximize this column. The way you maximize these columns, and you can actually improve these numbers. This is initial data, okay? It's not without maximizing yet. You can maximizing by retargeting everything, right? So that's where, this model, again, is so relevant, right? Because we never, ever waste a visitor, whether it's 2,000 visitors and so forth, which is layer 2. So what we want to do is we want to layer, we want to stack our tracking strategies, right? So there's different traffic strategies that we can do, but we want to layer them. We'll talk more about that later in another time. Okay, so looking at this, all right, this is more important than this, all right? So this tells us at the end of the day how many people do we acquire, but those that we did not acquire, they still go into the retargeting pool, which we can talk later about them. That's fine. I'm just talking about initial stuff right now, okay? Now, as we move forward here, okay, what's our next step? Okay, so this is step number 1, all right? This is step number 2. Our next step is what? Step number 3 is acquisition. Do we get a sale? Okay, it's cost per acquisition, okay? So CPA, cost per acquisition, becomes our next milestone here, okay? Now, and this becomes really, really interesting, okay? Not every traffic is created equal. In business, okay, what we want to do is we want to decrease our expenses, and we want to maximize our return on our investment, right? So we want to maximize our profits and decrease our expenses. Okay, that's what we want to do. So we do that through the process of optimization and all that stuff. But knowing your data, the most important numbers in business will be your dashboard on your marketing. Okay, you have no business without marketing. You have no marketing without proper understanding how to read and how to create your dashboards, which are not complicated. Right? But like I said, 99% of people, especially in affiliate marketers, they are clueless. Okay, do yourself a test. Ask yourself, do you know your numbers? Do you know your matrix, right? Let me give you this example here. So we go to the CPA, which is cost per action, or acquisition rather. Acquisition is a conversion, right? So when I have my leads, now my leads need to, turn into my sales, right? So this is where how much does it cost me to acquire a conversion, okay? And I'm working with this data here. So my cost per acquisition, I'll tell you from this report here, okay, with click resellers, that was $250, okay? $250 to get one of these. See what I'm saying? See how crazy this can be? If you don't know this stuff, your business is gonna go backwards. You're gonna fail like you won't even believe. You're gonna lose your shirt trying to promote if you only are confined to what the masses out there, the masses meaning, these mass gurus out there are teaching you. Okay, hey, just buy my clicks, man, because I want to make some money selling you clicks, right? Unless you understand what you're doing, you're gonna kill yourself, man, in business. Look, cost per acquisition on this traffic source in my testing was $250 to sell $198, thing. Okay. Let's see. So Facebook, okay, on the other side, came in at $66. Okay, cost per acquisition, and then Google came in at $32. Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. Having this data now, which column is more important, right? Which column becomes the most important of them all? Okay. What's the end result of getting traffic? Okay. See, what happens is amateurs, they're thinking about, how can I get the cheapest traffic possible? Well, you got the cheapest traffic over here, paying 50 cents a visitor. Okay? Now, when I take a look at my important numbers in my business, okay, which most people are not looking at, okay, this is more important than this, but then this trumps everything before that. Because at the end of the day, why am I getting traffic? I'm getting traffic because I'm selling a product and I want to be profitable. Okay? If you don't know this, you're going backwards. See, I'm losing money here. I am winning here, right? Okay, so I'm going to spend $66 to make a $198 sale. Here, where it's costing me the most, okay, on cost per click, the most, I'm converting at the highest. Let me tell you why, okay? Traffic source matters, Where you get your traffic is more important than the amount of traffic that you get. I would much rather get 500 visitors than 2,000 visitors for the same amount of budget, for the same amount of money, any day of the week, if I know my numbers. You guys see how crazy this stuff is? Okay? Now, I'll tell you some really, really stealthy stuff here in a minute, okay? And why this is important, okay? So this becomes my cost per acquisition. At the end of the day, that's really what matters, okay? This becomes the most important column that I need to look at, okay? Now, I want to take a look at something else. I want to go even further, okay? My bottom line is this. I want to have, as one of my dashboards in business, probably the single most important dashboard in marketing, okay, will be my what? Return on investment, okay? It would be my ROI. Now, let me show you for my result here, okay, my ROI. With this, with the cheapest traffic possible, okay? And again, I'm not saying that all click resellers are going to be like that. What I'm saying though is you got to know your numbers. Once you know your numbers, you can tune those knobs in your business, in your dashboard, okay? So check it out. What's my return on investment here? In that particular campaign, you guys, I lost $208, okay? I lost $208 on that campaign. Now, the ignorant person, the amateur, might look at just this column and be like, dude, I've got 2,000 visitors. Surely I would make it, right? Surely I would become rich. Because I just invested $1,000, I've got 2,000 people looking at my offer. And it could be somebody else's offer, it could be your own, doesn't matter, right? But if you don't know what's going on, this person is losing every single time he runs that campaign if he just looks at that number. Does that make sense? Yes? Okay. At the end of the day, what's important is my ROI, okay? My return on my investment, okay? Facebook, so take a look at this. With click resellers, the reason that this happens a lot, and again, we can talk about click resellers, there's agencies, there's individual click resellers, there's all kinds of things that you guys can go to places you can go to get the clicks, okay? Kieran says, now I understand, Vic. I was confused until now. Makes sense. Okay, good. Okay, hopefully it will lift the fog off of your eyes, marketing eyes, right? Really, really important stuff, you guys. So the reason that there is such a difference in these conversions, especially with cost to acquire and cost per lead, is because of what's going on in that world, okay? So somebody is like, all right, solo ads is the way to go. Okay, well, we got to take a look at what's going on in that environment, right? So what's going on in that environment is you have a whole bunch of people recycling the same lists, okay, trying to get you the click. And if you don't control your copy, all right, if you're running what's called a default copy, you don't even know what they're responding to, you will have a lot of clicks. But so will 1,000 other marketers that are jamming that same traffic alongside you. And so you're no different. So you might get clicks because if a click reseller is selling your traffic, okay, and you give them $1,000, what's their outcome? What's their ultimate outcome? What do they want to do? They want to get you a click because you're just paying for a click. You just say, you know what? I need 2,000 clicks. It'll be 50 cents, right? So most people are like, hey, this is cheap. I'm going to do it. So their outcome in selling you the traffic is to sell you a click. Period. What happens beyond that, it's none of their business. You can't get a refund. You're not going to win if you try to dispute that because they have done their job. Make sense? Their job is complete. Their job is done. You got what you came for, right? You got your 2,000 visitors. Go be happy and prosper. Make sense? So know that. Now, Facebook, what's going on in that world? Okay, with what's going on in the Facebook world is a little bit different than here, right? You control your situation more on Facebook because you run your own stuff. That's why, you guys, I say, if you're in marketing, right, if you're running your business, an affiliate, your own stuff, you should never, ever, ever outsource your marketing unless you really understand it like the back of your hand, okay? You should never outsource your marketing to anybody unless you understand what's going on in your business and you don't have time really to, until you're at the point where you really need to scale your business like crazy, but you know what's going on, then you can outsource it and then just keep an eye on whoever's running your marketing division for you. Make sense? But until then, which will be like 99.9% of people watching this show, okay, you should not be outsourcing your stuff to anybody. You should control your copy, you should control your ad, you should get great at marketing. People that lose, they don't understand the model, right? Pure and simple, okay? Now check it out. With Facebook, you have a little bit more control. By the way, there is a way to do click resellers, okay? You just have to control your copy, that's it, okay? So your numbers will be. When you go to Google, see, if you do what the masses are doing, okay, you will have less results over here, okay? Because what's easy, it's very, very easy. See, if you do what's easy, you will suffer, right? Life will be hard. If you do what's harder, see, masses are not, the majority of marketers are not willing to learn the language of traffic. They're not willing to learn, how do I understand traffic generation world? What are the rules, man? How do I play this game of traffic and actually win? Okay, how do I do that? See, it's very easy on a mass level to just go, dude, I'm just gonna pay somebody, and just get a whole bunch of clicks. With Google, very few people are doing Google advertisement right now. A lot more people are doing Facebook advertisement, okay? But Google, you guys, I'm telling you right now would be a good time for you to start learning Google Payperclick. It would be a good idea, because guess what? Most people are playing this game and this game, okay? I'm not even talking about influencers, okay? I'm gonna include something a little bit later on. Actually, what I'm going to do is if you guys are in internet traffic mastery, we're going to have masterminds that you guys will hear about here really, really soon, probably within a week, maybe 10 days or so, that we're going to be doing on traffic, like taking a campaign and breaking them down like this, like what's working now type masterminds, right, in live environment like this. It'll be for internet traffic mastery owners. If you guys have that training of mine, we'll be diving deep on this kind of stuff. But you need to understand this, okay? Now, Google is pretty wide open right now, okay? There's very few people because everybody is running to Facebook. Why? Because every guru and their dog is selling a Facebook training course, how to market on Facebook. Facebook is closing their, they're doing some algorithm changes, and what used to cost on Facebook a year, 2 years ago to acquire a lead, this used to be like maybe $2, maybe $1 to acquire a lead. I remember the days I was actually running Facebook ads when we could acquire a lead for like $2. It's crazy. The cost of, the cost for acquisition, right, for marketing. Google is pretty open right now. Okay, so right now smart people would go where the masses are not at. Okay, so utilize untapped opportunities or abandoned opportunities and go there. There's still plenty of people, but the quality of traffic, lowest quality, little better quality, but you're still doing interruption marketing. Here, you're actually getting in front of people who are looking for what you've got, right? So yeah, you pay a little bit more money to Google, but your cost to acquire, okay, is not that bad. But then your cost for acquisition, this is for lead, this is for actual sale, is way lower because these people are interested in whatever it is that you've got to offer. Okay, so traffic is not everything. Okay, traffic, your marketing campaign, your offer, and then your actual product, all of that should be connected. Okay, let me walk you through the rest of these numbers here. Okay, let me see if I can. Hey, I've got a green marker. Okay, because on the other ones I was actually positive. Let me pull up this data here. Okay, so check it out. With Facebook, this particular campaign. Okay, on that particular campaign, I was positive $970. Okay, so I spent $1,000. Okay, my return on my investment was $1,970. Okay, with Google, check this out. Okay, that was $5,138. Okay. This is taking into consideration your cost per lead, your conversion ratio, okay, your cost per acquisition. More leads, more opt-ins, okay. Generally, this will. I'll have to dig into deeper data here analysis. We're gonna do all this kind of stuff, you guys, in Internet Traffic Mastery specific mastermind classes that we're gonna hold. Okay, we're gonna talk about Bing, Johnny. We're gonna talk. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna run campaigns together. I'll talk to you guys more about that. Okay. So when you look at this, now tell me, where would you put your money at? Okay, where would you put your money? Would you be like the masses? Be like, dude, what's the cheapest traffic I can get? Ha, go over here. That's the cheapest traffic, right? And then about 2 weeks later, you'd be like, dude, this is a scam. It doesn't work, right? This whole marketing thing, I don't think it's for me. No, it's not. It's not that it's not for you. It's because you don't understand how it's done. Okay? You guys want to learn this kind of stuff in detail? You should. You should not leave this kind of stuff to chance, right? This should not be something that you like be casual about, because this literally means, a welfare, right? Poverty, and roll it in the dough, man. Okay? Hungry buyers. Google is my next move. I will master Google. Okay? So what you guys need to do is you need to, it's not just Google. There is an actual traffic blueprint. If you guys have internet traffic mastery, we're going to talk about this is right here. Okay? There is level 1, there is level 2, level 3. What I'm talking about here is level 1 stuff. Okay? But ultimately, there is other stuff. There is, I didn't even show you display media, second-tier search engines such as Bing, right, which is really, really underpriced, but you got to know how to work with them. Influencer media is super underpriced right now. Okay, I think it will be underpriced for the next couple of years. So if you were to monetize your ability, okay, to capture, to master traffic, everything goes in waves, right? Gold goes up, right? People that are ignorant about markets and what's going on, they're buying when it's up, and then they're selling when it's down, because people are like, Same thing with crypto, right? Same thing with traffic. It goes like this. Facebook started out really, really cheap. Right now, it's going way up there, okay? And so, and because it's going way up there, it's got a lot of attention and a lot of gurus. What's the lowest fruit for a guru? Is to teach you what's trending. Right? It's trending. Facebook is trending, so let's create a whole bunch of courses on Facebook marketing, right? And teach you how to get Facebook advertising. But but if you're mastering this, abandoning other stuff that's not, that nobody is touching, you're gonna lose every time, right? So I want to be on a winning side. So of course, looking at this graph, my most profitable campaign was Google advertising. But was it? Okay. A product. Okay. Let me show you something else. Okay. We talk about, let's see, where is my traffic? There it is. We talk about, you guys know, right? There is, okay. We talk about your external traffic. And I'm not including, retargeting media in this one, in this particular one. Retargeting media will lower your cost, right? So you got your external traffic sources. All of these sources that we talk about, Payperclick, Facebook, Google, influencers, all that stuff is external. Okay, what we should be doing is we should be siphoning traffic from those platforms strategically in a smart way, and hopefully that your return on your investment will be in the green, right? Not in the red. Okay? If you can do that, you're winning. But ultimately, your ultimate win will be where? Can you guys tell me? Okay. Anderson saying, Vic, you must do more and more of this stuff. Okay. Yeah, this is. I mean, we can have more sessions on this kind of stuff. Okay. What's my most important traffic source ever? Highest converting traffic source ever in existence. Anybody? You guys are in internet traffic mastery. You guys should know this. Like you should tell me that. If I wake you up at 5 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning, be like, hey, dude, what's the highest, most effective traffic source? You should tell me, dude. It's your ultimate traffic media, which is your traffic coming from your hub. Let me tell you. Let me show you why that is important. Same campaign, right? Look, this is your hub. This is your internal. All of the external stuff you use, knowing that you should never, ever, 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 ever rely on them long term. Ever. Never base your business around something that's just Facebook or Google or this or the other. You don't control it. It's not yours. Use it while you can. But you should focus on building your internal traffic, your well of fresh water to drink out of, so that you don't have to go anywhere. You got like a well of water in your backyard. You can just tap into it. It's clean. You're not dependent on anything. You're not dependent on a city, metaphorically speaking, right? It's yours. Do whatever you want with it. Abundance. It's your internal traffic. And I'm not just talking your list. I'm talking about your hub, which is your home on the internet. Okay? Most entrepreneurs, especially affiliate marketers, they have no home on the internet. Okay? So if you have your home on the internet, your place, where do you live? And you cultivate that, okay? That world, which is exactly what we're talking about here, okay? That's your hub. I teach that. We're going to talk more about that in Internet Traffic Mastery. If you don't own Internet Traffic Mastery, dude, you guys are losing so much money by not knowing this stuff. It's ridiculous. Like, you think you're saving, like learn this stuff. Otherwise, you're going to be there, okay? Let me tell you this. When I ran that same campaign, same product, okay, to my hub, to my list, my internal list, this is my ultimate traffic source. Everything I'm doing, this is my gold mine right here. This is my well of fresh water to drink out of. When I tap into that, here's the data, okay? My cost per click is what? Can anybody guess? What's my cost per click there? Okay? What's my cost per click here? That, okay? That. What's my cost per lead? Dude, they're already on my list. I don't have to pay nothing outside of just an autoresponder fees. Okay? Right? What's my cost per acquisition? Let me take a look. My cost per acquisition, because I already paid, I already siphoned them, they're already, and then they're cultivated. My cost per acquisition is what? Whatever autoresponder cost me. Okay? So I guess you have a little bit of that, but you have a whole bunch of lists there, right? So on a per campaign basis, really, it comes down to 0. Now, you really want to know something that's crazy? Okay, check it out. My return on my investment on that particular campaign through my hub, can you guys guess? 17,500 and change, okay? Now, you tell me, where do you focus your attention? Okay? If you're a smart marketer, do you see what I'm talking about here? Do you see why, like, the stuff that I'm preaching and like on and on and on all the time about like traffic and building and having your own blueprint and like operating, the importance of traffic scale, understanding the traffic, the importance of having a home on the internet, why all this stuff actually matters at the end of the day when it comes to your business? See, if you're in business, man, you should be doing this. You should know this stuff, okay? So when I ran a campaign, knowing my numbers, okay, the most important numbers in marketing are my cost per click, cost per lead, cost per acquisition, and then return on my investment. I want to know them all because here's what I can do, okay? It's 100% profit, 100% profit. The reality, though, is that most people don't know how to cultivate it, okay? How to cultivate it. That's why we have, I'll teach you guys this. Like, if you want to know all this stuff, it's your conversion mastery, it's your traffic mastery, it's your list building mastery, because here's the thing. Now, once I know this, and I have these dashboards, and I should have it for every campaign, for every product I'm promoting, for every traffic source, right? This can go down the list. Every traffic source that I run, it needs to show me this kind of stuff right here, okay? Whether you're an affiliate or not, especially if you're an affiliate, okay, you got to understand this stuff, okay? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, so each one of these columns, my next move will be is to optimize, right? Optimize each one of these columns. How can I optimize these columns? Okay. Nigel says, Google Analytics connected to your hub gives amazing data. There you go. How many of you guys are in 4%, right? And you don't have, let me show you this. Show my screen real quick. Okay, so if you guys are on 4%, okay, I'll do a plug, a shameless plug, because it's gonna be good for you, okay? If you're watching this, okay, you go to programs. See, I teach this stuff in detail. I'm gonna be teaching you regardless. I mean, I don't care, but if you really wanna master this kind of stuff, Internet Traffic Mastery is your mother of all programs here. You can, that's what I teach traffic, my blueprint on traffic. Now, those of you guys who don't have your hub, and I don't care if you get it from, like, we created this program or this platform here. It gives you a home on the internet. We just released eStage Academy, and Nigel Yates, go back to me real quick, and Nigel Yates is the instructor. He is he basically heads that academy. Teaches you how to cultivate, how to connect all this stuff. And so how do you do this? Okay, so I want to optimize every single column. Okay, my cost per click, if I can decrease my cost per click, okay, and get more visitors, this will not, we're not talking additions here. We're talking about multiplication. So my results will multiply. If I can increase or decrease this by, let's say by 10 cents, okay? And when I go to scale, see, when I play small, when I have a budget of, like, say, $50 or $100, $200, I don't have enough traction for me to really scale, right? So what I want to do is I want to go out there and I want to start with a small test, but then I want to scale to as big as possible. Once I know this, especially this column, okay, and I go to scale, I will know where to, most people starting out, they will not have this. This is where eStage Academy comes into play. This is eStage, this is your hub, this is your long-term play, okay? This is not your overnight kind of a flip, snap your fingers and get a whole, and get $17,500. This takes time, okay? But regardless, if I do my activities anyways, if I'm marketing the products anyways, and I'm doing my day-to-day anyways, the time goes by no matter what. I am investing in my business marketing anyways. I might as well stack my activities like we talk about, right? So I want to stack my activities so that what I do today, tomorrow, it'll be a block on top of it, and then a block on top of it, and then a block on top of it. What most people are doing is they're just building a block. Can you see me here? So most people are doing is they're just like, all right, I'm going to run a campaign today, and then tomorrow comes, and then they're like, all right, I'm going to start from scratch again because I don't have no home on the internet. I ain't got nothing, man. So tomorrow I'm going to start with another block and hope that that block is going to get me. They never, ever build a skyscraper. It doesn't exist. Whereas over here, what I'm doing today, tomorrow, next week, it's a stacking. You got to stack traffic. You got to stack traffic sources, okay? So what I do is I start with my nucleus, which is my level 1 traffic, okay? I teach you that inside Internet Traffic Mastery. Then once I understand this data, and only once I understand this data, okay, I'm going to scale to level 2, okay? And level 2, I'm going to go bigger. So in level 1, I'm focusing starting with this column. When I go to level 2, understanding these numbers, and I know that, what? All right, so if I go and I know that Google gets me the best result here as it relates to this, okay? I'm going to go to like a CPA network, and I'm going to say, you know what? I've got this offer. It's been proven in level 1, okay? So level 1, this is Google. I proved it here. I know my numbers, okay? I'm going to go to a CPA network. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to pay you guys, all right? Having my data here, I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna pay you $3 or $4 for every lead that you generate. But here is the rules. It's got to be pay-per-click traffic only. Okay? It's got to be pay-per-click. We don't have to show this. It's got to be pay-per-click traffic. Does that make sense, you guys? Go back to me. Okay? So then I go to level 2, and I don't even have to worry about this column, right? I can say, you know what? I only need to get this traffic, maybe this traffic, and I'm going to pay you $4 or $5. Anything that's under $8, I'm going to be winning, right? So in that case, I can get other people, other affiliates, other super affiliates to run a whole bunch of Google traffic for me to my landing page that I control, right? And they go through the same process, and I'm not adding, I'm multiplying. But I don't know that unless I do level 1 myself and I know the data, okay? Then I can go to level 3, and in level 3, right, you guys follow that, we're talking perpetual traffic machine, syndicate traffic, ultimate traffic media, all that is building up. This is level 3 stuff right here, okay? This is level 3. I don't pay for it. This is where I can get my traffic to produce more traffic, okay? Strategically create a win-win situation. This is where I build start to build a tribe around whatever it is that I'm doing, even if I'm doing affiliate marketing. Okay, does this make sense, you guys? Okay, there is another column that we want to be mindful of, and this is a little bit harder to track, but there is still a way for you to track it. It's not difficult if you own, if you own your thing, but as an affiliate marketer, it might be a little bit difficult, which is your LTV, okay, lifetime value. Your lifetime value per every visitor, per every traffic source, okay. So, and that will be, that will depend. Most people will not. So you need to have some tools, in place and that kind of stuff, which can be done. Okay. So if I own a hub, right, and if I own like let's see. So for me, I'll tell you this: perpetual traffic machine. If you guys are in Internet Traffic Mastery, I think it's module 10, where I show you how I created a perpetual traffic machine, so that exactly what I'm telling you here. You utilize this, you expand it out, right? And then you create your perpetual traffic machine, and then your long-term or your lifetime value for each of your visitor is crazy. Okay, when you look at the data here, but you gotta own it. So it takes a little bit of time. It's not a beginner's type thing. It's a little bit more advanced strategy, but you can really set yourself up. You can set yourself a traffic getting empire for yourself. That it just snowballs on you, man. It's really, really crazy what you can do with this. Okay, does that make sense, everybody? Okay. Vic, could you please bold your font? Okay, is this difficult to see for you guys? I guess that green is not as good, huh? Okay, can you go closer? You guys can take pull closer, go to that camera. No, just pull me in. Just pull me in. Just switch to the other camera. Okay? No, just switch to the other camera. Yeah, just switch it to that camera. Improve funnels, improve emails, analysis. Okay, so how do we monitor? How do we increase this, right? So if I can optimize this by controlling my copy. Okay, cost per click. The only way I can optimize this column is to play and tweak with my copy. Okay, so test out different ads, different variations, different ad copy. This is where copywriting mastery will become really, really relevant, which is part of the Internet Traffic Academy that we're talking about adding, into the 4%. The only way I can optimize this is through my copy, through my advertisement. Again, if you don't control your advertisement, it's out of your hands. Okay, so if something is out of your hands, you feel out of control. And if you're getting this, and you feel out of control, what do you really have? You're frustrated out of your mind, man. Right? You go crazy. Okay, so that goes back to my point when I say you got to control your copy. Okay, how do I optimize my cost per lead? Well, the only way to optimize your cost per lead is to stack. Okay, this now becomes more relevant with this. Okay, so these become interconnected. Okay, your landing page, because this is your landing page now. Okay, see they're going from left to right. Okay, or from top to bottom if you want to funnel it. Okay, you got your traffic. That's step number 1. You got your landing page. That's step number 2. All right, and then you got your acquisition, which is your funnel or your your pre-framer, that kind of stuff, right? And then of course you got your LTV there, and then the rest. Okay, so that's your hub. Okay, so look, step number 1, add. Step number 2, now we stack them together. Okay, my landing page needs to match and needs to speak the same language as my ad. So my ad needs to be congruent with what's going on my landing page. Okay, so that's thing number 1. Thing number 2 is I need to optimize, still keeping those congruent, but I can now play with my copy. I can play with video versus no video, image versus video, different headlines, different bullet points, right? Different layout and things like that. That's why there was a session that I did. I don't remember what it was called. I think it was called Traffic Secrets or Secret Traffic Tips or something like that. Or top traffic tips or something, one of those episodes. You guys can find it inside the 4%, where I talked about the structure of your traffic, right? The structure of your or your conversion mechanism as it relates to list building. Okay, so you should always run, at least in my opinion, like you know, if you want to give, if you want me to give you like a rule of thumb, have 3 landing page running, 3 landing pages. Ideally, you can do with 2, but ideally 3 landing pages, and you always want to compete with yourself. Okay, you have 1 control variation and then 3rd variation. So to see which one of those will be producing you the best results here on a landing page aspect. Okay, and so you optimize this. So I want to lower my numbers, right? If I can get it from $5, and if I can increase my conversions by another 5%, or maybe another 10%, well, my cost per lead will become, you know, maybe go from $5 to $3, and then maybe I break even over here. Who knows? I don't know, right? But maybe my numbers will stack up, you know, like that. So all of these are different knobs. So if you, you know what I mean? So like if you think about them as like different knobs here, okay, that I can tweak. Well, there's no, it's not a knob. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 knobs that I can just like play with, right? And if I can play with these things, this is my funnel, okay, my landing page, and my ad. Okay, so if I can play with these, I can affect what's happening here. I don't want to confuse you guys here. This is a, you know, this can be confusing if you're just tuning in. Yes, it makes sense. Good to see, by the way. Okay, so these are the most important numbers in marketing, you guys. Doesn't matter what it is that you're doing. At the end of the day, the reason you're here, the reason that you're selling stuff on the internet, the reason you're running your business is because you want to get more money. Okay? This is the only thing that matters, but you don't get this without knowing this. Okay? The end. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Okay? So let's talk about let's see if we can, you know, maybe answer some questions here. Okay? You guys have any questions about anything? Probably a lot of questions. So what we'll do is we can have, do you guys want to have a follow-up on traffic? Because what I was thinking about doing is I was thinking about probably maybe holding a master class to talk about traffic sources. This stuff right here, okay? Stuff I teach in Internet Traffic Mastery. Okay, very clear, says Mark, Anthony, okay? I'm getting this, man, okay, Cameron says. Do you guys want a master class on traffic sources or not? How much extra clicks can you generate to landing page and hub by using social share buttons? It helps. So, you know, but you, what you can do is you can use, you can embed a tracking link in your social share buttons as well, so you can track all that stuff. Each one of these things, like, okay, so check it out. If you guys are an affiliate marketer, right? If you're promoting whatever it is that you might be promoting, or maybe you don't have something to promote yet, we are launching out from 4%. I'll do another big plug because I think, dude, it's going to be good for you. Okay, if I have something that I know will help you, okay, I'm going to be aggressive about it because I know it's going to help you. If you want it. If you don't want it, no big deal. Come learn. I'm giving you a $1 million education on every one of these lessons. Okay, every one of these sessions, regardless, for free. Okay, but look, for those of you that want to go deep with this kind of stuff, okay, we have a look over my shoulder world-class training program coming out. It's called the 4% Challenge for affiliate marketers, to where we're going to dive like super deep into this kind of stuff, and then this model right here that I'm explaining, traffic, tracking, setup, linking, what do you dashboard, all that stuff, and actually how do you win in affiliate marketing? How do you, if you have an affiliate product, maybe you're making, I don't know, dude. Maybe your commissions is, $50. Maybe your commissions is $50. So your numbers will be different. Okay. A better way for you to increase your return on your investment is this. We talk about multiple streams of income, which we did not cover here. We did not include it here. So the idea as an affiliate marketer is you wanna break even, at least break even, right? On a front end. And if you can break even on a front end and you have some back end, additional streams of income coming in, additional sales on the back end, all that is gravy. All that is just like awesome. Okay. Ideally, what you really want to do is you want to build your hub, you want to cultivate your hub so that you can tap into that ultimate traffic pool anytime, print money, as they call it, right? They say print money. It's nice, fancy saying, but very few people understand what it really means and how to do it, okay? But you don't want to devalue yourself, right? So how do you keep your open rates high? How do you keep your engagement high through your emails and that you control? But then you create multiple streams of income. So maybe you have $50, then maybe another sale is going to pay you $150. Maybe another sale and a bag is going to pay you $500. Another one might pay you $700, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So this can be multiplied over time, right? Maybe, if this is your first week results, your lifetime value will consider all these other things. So we have a program called the 4% Challenge for affiliate marketers. It literally takes you by the hand and shows you, dude, how do you win as an affiliate marketer? That program will be coming out here in this updated version. Stay tuned if you need help with, and learn all that. I'm going to teach you all that stuff, okay? Let's see, questions. I want a PhD in this, Vic. Phyllis, okay? Yeah, man, you should not leave this stuff to chance. Heck yeah, we would love to master class on traffic sources, okay? Okay, so what we'll do is, if you guys don't have an account with 4%, go ahead and create yourself an account. If you're already in 4%, have an account with us. Just stay tuned for a masterclass. I'm going to hold a masterclass on traffic sources. I think I'm going to do just specifically traffic sources that make sure that people understand the difference. How do you deploy? And I'll just walk you through, because when I ask the question like, if you have $1,000, where do you go? Where do you start? How do you do it? Right? Most people are like, they freeze. They're like, all right, where do I start? You don't know. So we're going to do a masterclass and break that down on different traffic specific sources that you can go to immediately and set up and all that stuff. Postback URLs and everything. Yeah. Okay, so stay tuned for that. You guys, that's it. Appreciate you. Ponder on it. Take it for what it's worth, in your business, and take a look in your business. Do you know your numbers? If you don't, you want to pay attention to this kind of stuff. You can use, ClickMagick is a great software that we recommend we use. If you use Infusionsoft, you can connect it to Graphly. It's another one that's great. There's other ones I'm going to talk to you about later as well. If you want a PhD in this kind of stuff, I think in business nothing else really matters. I don't think anything else is as important as for you to understand traffic generation and conversions. The end. All the gadgets, nice things, and all these latest tech, whatever, right, things that everybody's talking about is secondary to you getting traffic, converting it to sales, getting the money for whatever it is that you're promoting, and then you'll have options, right? So then you'll be like, all right, dude, I've got money coming in. I can make decisions. I can make adjustments. You're not pressured. You don't have your back against the wall, right? You have confidence. If you're getting this, you have no confidence. Where are you at on a confidence level as a human being if you're here? Okay, it's non-existent. You're lacking confidence. It shows in your actions. It shows in your relationships, right? You go back to to home and your wife is like, dude, you lost again, man. You're like, yeah, honey, but I think we're gonna make it. Hang in there. I need another $2,000. I need another $5,000, and then you're getting smacked in the face. Right? You're getting hammered, man. It's time for that to stop, if you wanted to, right? You got two options. You can continue to get smacked in the face, or you got to step up and master the game, and that's how you win. That's the only way to win. 99% of affiliate marketers, you guys, they get smacked in the face. They don't even know where it's coming from. They're just getting hit left and right. They'll never win. If you're listening to me, you're a 4%er, or you should be, right? We're going to make you a champ. All right, everybody. See you next time. God bless.